Hello Flosstube, my name is Danielle. I'm the NV Slow Stitcher. I guess here on YouTube I'm Danielle Jensen. On Instagram I am NV Slow Stitcher. And I want to welcome you to my channel. If you are a returning viewer, I want to thank you for your continued support. If you're new, I want to thank you for stopping and watching. I hope you like what you see. And yeah, I'm going to talk to you about what I've been working on, some life events, updates. I do have one new start, one finish. So let's jump right in. Oh, I guess I should start with, today is, what is today? Monday, June 17th. It's about 8:30 p.m. This is my fourth attempt at this video, so hopefully this one goes well. So let's jump right into life events. So my grandson Marshall, he graduated from preschool the beginning of June. That was very exciting. Those little milestones like that get the kids all excited. It's hard not to be excited for them. And then our granddaughter, Wiley Wayne, she was born the 8th of June. She was 7 pounds, 8 ounces, 18 inches long. I will go ahead and insert some pictures of that at the end of the video. And then just been planting my flowers. Did that probably about 2 weeks ago. And just tending to them, working, all that good stuff, trying to smush in some stitching when I have some free moments this month. Last month has been a little bit busy, so I feel like I haven't gotten a good deal of stitching done, but hopefully that will change after I actually look at it. So let's dive right in. So my new start is Home Sweet Home by Stitching with the Housewives. And I did just print this off of my computer at work, so it is in black and white, so I do apologize for that. I am using all the called for colors with the exception of Tropical Paradise. I changed that to Deep Blue Sea just because I didn't have it. I am doing it on 14 count Aida. It's red. I don't have the name of the fabric maker or the actual color, but it is pretty red, like a cranberry-ish red. The lighting in here is making it look red, but it's more like a cranberry red. So I'm liking how it's coming out, and I really like it on the red. My kitchen, half the wall is like a creamy color, and then the bottom half is like a cranberry red. So I think that'll look really nice in there once I get it done. And I just started that, I think it was Thursday I started that. And then my finish, which I'm pretty excited about because I don't get a lot of finishes done in a year. So I think this is finish finish 3 or 4. It's one of those, 3 or 4. This is called Happy Halloween, I believe it's called, from the Friend Stitch retreat, online retreat that they had in September. So pretty cute. It's not a fully finished, it's partially finished. Finished the stitching obviously, and I mounted it on sticky board with 2 layers of batting. And now I just have to figure out what I want to actually like mount this part to. I haven't found anything yet that I'm loving or that I think will look nice with it, but it is finished. And then let's jump into my whips. So my first whip is Winter Tranquility by Twin Peak Primitives. This was a freebie on their website. Artie the Vintage Stitcher was doing this, not this past winter, but the winter before. So I thought I would hop on over to their website and see if this still was a free pattern, and it was. Pretty amazing that it's a free pattern. I am doing it on 14 count Hazy Gray. I am not using the called for colors. I did change all the colors. And I think since the last time you saw it, I did do more work in here. And now I just need to figure out what color to do the door. The door in the original pattern, where the house is red, is black. So obviously I did all my outlining in black, so I can't do black. So I was thinking maybe the same color as the cardinal there. Maybe that, was it called Turkish red? So I'm not sure yet, but that's where I got on that. It really is kind of a fun stitch. I'm enjoying it so far. My next stitch is Red by Mirabilia. This was my birthday start last year, and I have not really given this one a whole lot of love lately. She's very pretty, and I really love her. So I really need to kind of work on her more, kind of make her more of a focus piece. She is done on 14 count Aida. I did not write down the color of the fabric. I'm not sure why I did that or who made the fabric. So I'll have to kind of try to go back and see. But since you last saw it, I think I got a little bit more of the headdress done, beginning into the cape. And then this past month I worked on her hair right there and filled in some of this black. I want to say it's Dark Stormy Nights by Flair, but I'm not 100% sure. I am using all the called for colors. My next whip is the Collectors. And the Collectors is by Autumn Lane Stitchery. This one I started in 2022. I kind of got a little discouraged with it, just because there's a lot of black, and we know how black kind of is, and sometimes the coverage isn't that great. And it is 14 count Aida by Flair. What I wrote down for the color was gray green. I'm not really sure why I didn't write down the color, but it's when I first started Flosstubes. Was not that great at writing things down. But this is where I am on this one. So I did finish the tree since the last time you saw it to the end of the page. So I'm close to a page end. There's 4 pages. So the tree goes to the end of the page, and I did a lot of work in here. So hopefully I can give this a little bit more love and get a page finish by the end of July, hopefully. All the called for colors. Again, 14 count Aida by Flair. I really do love their fabric. It's soft. It's nice to work with. I kind of got things out of order here. I'm not sure where this bag goes. So we'll put that down there. My next whip is Sam's in Stripes by Vicki Hastings. It's the Cricket collection. And I'm doing this one here. If you remember from my last video, I was really not understanding why the flag is just all blue. I did plot out the flag to our flag. And this one is done on 14 count Aida, American Stars by Flair. And this is where I am on that. So I've been working, obviously, the flag. This one this one needs to be definitely a focal point for the rest of this month so I can get it done by 4th of July and hung up. All called for colors. Even in the flag, I use the same red that the rest of it calls for and the same blue. And my next whip is Proud and True by Belinda Karls-Nace. It's a blue ribbon design. I hope I'm close enough and I hope you guys can see all of this. So the camping stitcher, she started a leap year start, and this was my leap year start. And this would be my first sampler. I'm not 100% what makes us, I'm not 100% sure what makes a sampler a sampler. But I'm pretty confident it's a sampler. So I'm doing it on 14 count Aida, all the called for colors, with the exception of I'm thinking about changing the color of the grout in the house, but we'll talk more about that when I actually get there. So this is where I am on that. I think the last time you saw it, I don't think I quite had this line here all the way done. So I finished the rest of this line and then the alphabet there. So again, it is done on 14 count Aida. I don't have the color of the Aida just because I think I've had it for a long time, so I don't remember what who made it or the color. I'm sure it's like an oatmeal. And then my last whip is Tea Time by It's So Emma. This came in a Stitch Quarterly bag a couple years ago. I think it was last March of 2023. And I believe I started it pretty much right then and there. I haven't worked on this one a whole lot, but I did pick it back up. Did a little bit of stitching on it. And this one, I got some of those stretcher bars. So my hand's been hurting. I've been doing a lot of stitching in hand for the past year or two. I kind of like the stitching in hand, but my hand, it's just been right here. It's been pretty sore, pretty painful. So I thought if I went back to stitching in a hoop or actually use my stand that I bought, that would help. However, I lost the little pieces that go in the hole of the rollers that you roll the fabric on. I lost those, so I thought I'm gonna buy some stretcher bars and do that. Well, the stretcher bars don't fit in the clamp. The stretcher bars are too small, but I already have it. I already have this on the stretcher bar, so I think I'm kind of stuck with it on there. But this is where I am on that one. It's been, like I said, it's been a long time since I worked on this. I did a little bit more work in here and then up in here. So I need to get this done. I was actually going to do this for my mom for Mother's Day of 2022. So I probably should get working on that. All the called for colors, 14 count Aida. I don't remember the name, the color of the fabric. I did coffee tea dye it. This was my first attempt at coffee tea dyeing. I kind of like the way it came out. I'm a little nervous about it because I didn't know that I should have rinsed it after I did the coffee tea dye and then baked it. So I'm a little nervous about it. I am a wash iron person after I'm done cross stitching. So I'm not sure if that coffee tea is gonna run when I wash it. So I'm a little nervous about that, which is probably why I put it down and didn't finish it. So those are all my whips, which kind of not, I mean, it's a decent amount of whip, but there's not a lot of progress on a lot of them. I don't have a big amount of purchases, just the stretcher bars. So since they don't work in my stand, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with them. I'm sure I'll figure something out. But that's that, and the Home Sweet Home are my only purchases. I did get some Stitchy kindness. So I work at our local furniture store, and some of my customers that come in, they'll see me stitching and we'll chat about it and stuff. And some of them were stitchers. They're, you know, older ladies that no longer stitch because they can't see anymore or have arthritis and they can't really, you know, work their hands or anything anymore. So I had one lady that brought me some of her stash, which was kind of exciting. So let me grab it here. Just one little book. It's called Sweet Baby Memories by Leisure Arts. So like those baby announcements. Really kind of cute. She didn't know that I had a granddaughter, so I thought I would go through it and see if there's something in there I can stitch for little Miss Wiley. The glare that I can see is pretty crazy. I hope you guys can't see that glare. And then the rest is pretty much fabric. So this is that Charles Craft Aida. It's 18 count Aida, which I've never worked on 18 count Aida, so that'll be interesting. Does it tell you what color it is on here? I guess it doesn't really tell you the color. This one kind of looks like an off-white, and this one looks white to me. So those. And then this one to me looks like 14 count Aida. And I'm going to say probably like an oatmeal color, like a beige, light coffee. Two of these. I left one in the bag. And then this one is a 22 count. It doesn't tell me if it's Aida or not, but I'm sure it's probably Aida. But crazy, like it's 12 inches by 18 inches and she paid $1.99 for it. So I'm thinking this was a while ago. But I definitely have never worked on anything this small. So I'm not 100% sure how I'll like it. I hear a lot of other floss tubers talking about like 1/1, 1/2, 2/2, 2/1, which I assume that means like 1 strand of floss over 1 square, or 2 strands of floss over 1 square, or 2 squares. So I'm thinking with 22 count, you would probably do 1/1 or 1/2. If anyone has any hints for me, that would be greatly appreciated. So that's all of that. I don't really have any concrete plans. You want to come say hi? Come here. Vaders in here. This is the cross stitch pattern eater. Can you say hi? Look, say hi. Okay, get down. Yes, you just made your Flosstube debut. Nope, nope, nope. Go lay down. Go lay down. He's staring. He's side-eyeing me. But that was Vader. He's the one, if you've watched any of my Flosstubes, you would have seen that there was one pattern in particular that I lost. Found it on eBay many years later after I lost it just a couple years ago. And he ate the pattern, so I had to find it again. So yes, I call him my pattern eater. I forgot, and there's 2 of these. It looks like 18 count to me. I did put my little I don't know where I put it. My desk is a mess at the moment. I did oh, the little calculator thing that you use to see what size fabric. If you guys don't have this is a lifesaver. It's a ruler, a little bit of a ruler, but it also has like a cloth counter, an Aida counter. It tells you, you know, your corners, things like that. This is a lifesaver. I did use this on it, and it did say it looked like 18 count. So 2 of these. They're from a Stitch in Thyme. I'm thinking in Las Vegas. I'm thinking that's where a Stitch in Thyme used to be. I think they're closed now. I think they just recently closed not that long ago, but 2 of those. So I definitely have quite a bit of fabric at the moment. Okay. Sorry, we got way sidetracked there. I need to kind of move my mess here. Okay. So plans. I don't really have any concrete plans, with the exception of I do need to kind of focus on Sam's and Stripes and Proud and True a little bit to try to hopefully get those done by July and hung up for the 4th of July. That would be nice. Birthday start that I need to kind of get put together tonight, since somebody levels up tomorrow. But I have decided that the Christmas cubbies, this is the one that I was just talking about. My ex-husband bought me this. For those that are new, my ex-husband bought me this back in like 1993, 94. And I got about to the tree, and then we separated and divorced, and somewhere in that move I lost the pattern and the stitching. So I was very devastated because it's really cute. I love it. So it was probably about 3 years ago. I finally found it on Etsy, purchased it, and then I had it on the coffee table, and we went, I don't remember where we went, but we went somewhere, and Vader was a puppy, and he chewed it. So I waited probably about 1.5 years, and then I got it, found it again on Etsy and got it probably maybe 1 year ago, maybe a little less than 1 year ago. And I've definitely not been leaving it on the coffee table, so he can't eat any more patterns. And I do want to focus on Red a little bit more, try to get more of her done. And with Red, I don't know if I already said this, so please forgive me if I did. If anybody has any suggestions about the beading part of it, I haven't done that extent of beading before. I've just done like a bead here and there. So if anyone has any tips and tricks on that, I would greatly appreciate it. from what I've seen on other people's Flosstube videos, most people wait till they're done with all the stitching and then do the beading. I have seen a couple other people that kind of do the beading as they go. Where I am a washer ironer, I would assume I should wait till after that process to do the beading. But I would really appreciate if anyone has any tips. That would be great for me. A lot of people seem to enjoy like the parts of the videos where people talk about what they've been watching, other floss tubers that they watch. So I thought I would kind of tell you about that. My life has been consumed with Bridgerton for the last month. Sorry, the Vader scratching on the floor. Vader, stop it. So I've been watching a lot of that. I like a lot of like the true crime on YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. I think it's called Well I Never. I think that's the guy's name on here. He does a lot of like mid-century unsolved crimes. I kind of like that. Bridgerton, like I said. And then the floss tubers that I like to watch, obviously Stitching with the Housewives. I watch them every week. Two Needles Pulling Thread. They're a hoot. They're in Maine, and I actually grew up in Massachusetts. When I was 16, we moved from Massachusetts to Tucson, and then from Tucson, I found my way up here. But they remind me a lot of home, so I love watching them. The Vintage Stitcher, she's one of my favorites. What is her channel name? Hoop It Up with Jan. I like watching her too. She's definitely a favorite of mine. I love watching her, and she actually gave me a shout out the other day. Thank you, Jan. That was greatly appreciated, and my first shout out, so I was very excited about that. I made my husband watch it like 500 times. There's several other ones that I like to watch, but I can't. The Colorado Stitcher, I like to watch her. The 911 Stitcher, I think is her name. And then, is it Quilt Hollow? She does a lot of quilting also. I'll have to look it up and then put her in my description box. But let's see. I think that's all I can think of off the top of my head right at the moment. I will try to make sure to write them down next time of who I like to watch, if I've watched anybody new or anything like that. But definitely go out there and watch different floss tubers, watch some new floss tubers. You know, we all kind of like that. We get excited when we get a shout out or get a new subscriber. That's always exciting. So with that, I'm gonna close. I hope you all have a wonderful month. I hope you find time to do lots of stitching and lots of family time. And I hope you find what you love and have fun with that and be happy. Thank you guys. Bye.